Hello, welcome to the 50th anniversary of the March of Dimes Fashion Extravaganza Committee. I am Violet Ponders, I'm the General Chair for 2003, and we are excited about our 50th anniversary. Thank you for coming to our show.
Hi, I'm Curly Vickers, and I'd like to thank you for coming and supporting us over the past 50 years. And as the General Co-Chairperson, I welcome your help and solicit your help in the future for the next 50 years. Thank you so much for coming.
There are a group of men and women who make the Fashion Extravaganza special. We want to start by telling you our history and then let you meet some of these special men and women. Fashion Extravaganza was founded by Dr. Violet T. Lewis, my grandmother, and now we're going to hear history from my mother and my aunt. My mother, Dr. Phyllis Ponders, my aunt, Dr. Marjorie Harris.
My name is Phyllis Ponders. The March of Dimes Fashion Extravaganza was started by my mother, and she was given the challenge by Mr. Bowen, who was at that time in charge of the Wayne County chapter, to get a group of black women together to raise funds for the fight against polio. And that she did, and they seems that they had tried to get some women several times, but Mother guaranteed them that she could get women together, and she did. She got women, a cross-section of all women from all over the city. And when she started that, well, she told about 4 women in her life, my sister and I, Bobby Dungy, and Elizabeth Thompson. Elizabeth Thompson, Marjorie, and myself worked for Mother. She told us we had to help her with this idea, and we did.
My name is Marjorie Lewis Harris. I have also been with the March of Dimes Fashion Extravaganza since its inception. The interesting thing was that the Wayne County chapter of the March of Dimes had contacted several socially outstanding African-American women in the Detroit community, and they had said that black women wouldn't raise money for an organization, and Mother had great faith and belief in women, and particularly in black women, and she said, well, I can do it. And her theme was, if we're going to have a fashion show, and I will get the models, and if you, March of Dimes Wayne County chapter, get the clothes, and I want clothes from Saks, from Cardinals, from Nat Green. That was when Livernois was the real fashion street, and she wanted black models to wear it. And that was the first time that had happened in the history of the city.
Because polio was a terrible thing, and there was no
respect race.
It did not respect race. Yes, thank you, and it was terrible. And the March of Dimes did not respect race either. If the child was sick with polio, or if anyone, an adult, they took care of them, and that was the thing that captured Mother's all of her interests and her senses to come and work with.
I'm Joanne D. Benton. I've been participating with the March of Dimes since 1957. My younger sister did have polio, and at that time I accompanied her to the Children's Hospital of Michigan, and the March of Dimes, of course, picked up the entire tab from my sister Crystal.
I'm Nancy Allen. One of the emphasis of the March of Dimes was sickle cell anemia. And sickle cell anemia, of course, you know, is very prevalent in our community. So I felt really proud, and I felt warm inside, and got good receptions from the community when I asked them to contribute, because I could share with them something that they could really identify with.
am Eva McNeil Barnes. The service, this is a service organization, and contributing to the organization, contributing to the less fortunate, the babies, and raising money. Each year is a challenge to raise more money. The more we raise, the more we can give for the babies and to the March of Dimes.
The show was an overwhelming success. It was held at the Latin Quarter on the Boulevard. There was no fee. Everyone just put in donations in an iron lung. And there were so many people there, it was almost a mob scene that they literally had to call out the fire department to dispense the people because West Grand Boulevard was just blocked from all entrances, and the city didn't know what was going on. From that day forward, it's always been a success.
This is the second 20 years of the March of Dimes Fashion Extravaganza. I really think I look good, and I'm going to walk out and let you give me another big round of applause.
This is Martha Jean, the Queen, Detroit radio star.
My name is Latrell Horace Mays. 50 years of fashions. I served as fashion coordinator for 36 of those years. We started out many years ago, and Martha Jean the Queen was our commentator. And I can remember Dr. Lewis said to me, Latrell, you sure she's the right person? And I said, yes. And so I said to Queen, Queen, when you come, they're a little stiff, so we want you to, just not say I bet you, or these, the things that she usually say on the radio. So Queen walked out, glamorous, looking beautiful, and brought the house down. And she said, I'm the Queen, and Latrell is my boss for the day. And she told me that I'm not supposed to say I bet you. She said, but I wouldn't be the Queen if I didn't say I bet you. And of course, everyone rode, and we were relaxed, and it was ready. The show was on. And Tootie came out wearing a bikini. And Martha Jean said, now that's what you call 2 dots and a dash. And everybody laughed.
Walking good? Oh, yes, she's walking good. Yeah, she's walking good. Oh, my. Fellas, your wife said that you could applaud.
My most exciting show was the Sunday that Louis Armstrong was performing in Detroit, and the program director got him to come to the show. That just blew everybody away.
I'm Alberta Blackburn. Well, what impressed me most was the fact that when I was general chair, New York was so impressed with our Detroit extravaganza that they flew a crew in and filmed our entire show. And from that, then we were asked to organize other black volunteers in other cities, 5 other cities, and Latrell Powers Mays and I traveled to other cities to organize black volunteers because the formula was here in Detroit. That was a very moving, rewarding, fulfilling experience with me.
Cover of her. I am Joyce Thomas Sr.
Oh, I can't give you a single most interesting moment because I've done so many different things, and it's just been exciting all through the years. That's why I've stuck with it. Like I said, I've gone from this to that to that to that. Now doing the souvenir booklet, and it's just, I can't give you one single one. I just can't do it.
This is Tootie, and she has been with the March of Dimes, the longest model since the in the 50 years. Of the 50, I'm sure she's modeled 45 of them. And this is Erlette Harper, who worked backstage all of the years that I was serving as the fashion coordinator. And she's my daughter, and did a wonderful, wonderful job.
I want to take this opportunity to tell you just a little bit about our fashion coordinator, Beulah Cooley. Beulah is an internationally known designer. I love her things personally, but more importantly, Beulah Cooley had the showstopper dress in the Ebony Fashion Show.
I've had fun doing this and just love working with the March of Dimes Fashion Extravaganza as the fashion coordinator.
Yolanda Clemens, she's wearing a wool houndstooth with the matching cape with the wrap skirt. Jackie Cooper is wearing the burlap with the matching bustier with French cuff and peplum jacket with cuffs in the pants.
I'm Doris James. We started out with collecting dimes, and we had a wishing well, was by Mr. Freeman, Virgil Freeman, and he made us a wishing well. And every year after the show, we would put all the hats with the dimes on them. We would put them in the wishing well. And later on in the week, we would take all the dimes off and wash them and bale them and turn them in.
I'm Betty Howard. One of the things that we did come up with was to support the Healthy Baby Van, to get these moms to their doctor's appointments. And if some of the moms had to travel some distance, like to U of M, then they were able to then get that service. And if their babies were there, they were able, again, to get there to see their babies who also need that nurturing during this period of time while they're in intensive care.
My name is Marie M. Davis. Well, what really touched my heart most of all is knowing that we're out there helping somebody. And last year was one of the events where we raised enough money to purchase a van. So this is one of the things that we did last year, and it was really heartwarming for me.
My name is Deborah Miller, and I'm with Women in Action. We're a committee that has been a part of the March of Dimes Fashion Extravaganza for the last 16 years. And I've enjoyed my time working with them, and I feel this is a very worthwhile effort that we put forth to help prevent birth defects in children. These ladies are my committee members. On the left, we have Brenda Leach, Linda Payne, myself, Joyce James, and Faye Abbott. Not pictured are Mildred Burkwright and Gwendolyn Williams. We're all friends. We've known each other for many years, just as we know many of the other ladies in the committees as our friends. All the ladies are my buddies.
My name is Mary Fanning. This is the refreshment committee. When we first began back in the mid-60s. And this was this was also the refreshment committee under the leadership of Leona Head. She was the chairperson at that time. She passed away about 10 years ago, and we miss her very much.
She's our advisor.
What's your name?
Robberly Dungy. We always called her Bobby. Lucille Harrison. She was one of our fundraisers. She raised a lot of money, but we lost her last year.
Our first chairperson, Pearl Harris. Second chair, Harriet Wesley. Fourth chair, Nellis James Saunders. Fifth, Janetta Watt. Sixth, Edith Gamble. Seventh, Phyllis Ponders. Eighth chair, Robberly Dungy. Ninth chair, Lillian Bimbo. 10th chair, Bernadine Denning. 11th, LaBarbara Gregg. 12th, Barbara Turner Mays. 13th, Marjorie Harris. 14th, Nancy Allen. 15th, Sue Johnson Savage. 16th, Anna Colbert. 17th, Alberta Blackburn. 18th, Zelene Richard. 19th, James Robinson. 20th, Betty Howard. 21st, Yvonne Knox. Our 22nd and 25th chair, Latrell Powers Mays. 23, Charity Hall. 24, Mary Fanning. 26, Violet Ponders. Our co-chairperson, Curly Vickers, is joined by our ticket and operations chairperson, Anna Colbert. Anna Colbert works with the tickets and has done so for the last 37 years. She is also the chair of the steering committee. This is Yvonne Bonds and Roz Simmons, who also serve on the ticket committee. This is our corporate committee. It is chaired by Charity Hall. Our vending chair, Faith Harris, is joined by the torchlighters, chaired by Evelyn Mitchell in this picture. Evelyn Mitchell is a hardworking member of the March of Dimes Fashion Extravaganza Committee. These are the Ladies of Protocol, another of our committees chaired by Maggie Ferris. The co-chairpersons of Ladies of Protocol are Carmen Lewis, who is Maggie Ferris's daughter, our chair, and Kathy McNeil. Nellis James Saunders is our historian and the chair of the Historical Committee.
I beg your pardon, and I skipped over you too.
My name is Dolly McCray. I've been volunteering since 1953 when Dr. Lewis first organized. I'm one of the older members. Yeah, that was Daisy Williams that worked as the church committee so long, and she passed in the early 90s. They always call me old go-getter because I love to do charity work. That's a part of my life. That's my philosophy in life. If I can help somebody as I travel along my way, then my living won't be in vain. And this is a project that I hope that they won't never let it die down. I hope they'll continue. Even after I'm gone, I hope they'll still continue.
I'm Dorothy Baldwin, 1983. We had a very large committee. Now we're down to a committee of 3 because many of these persons are deceased. With the March of Dimes, I am sure that until I die, I will be doing this. And I try to do the best that I can. Put together. She had
My name's Naomi Morgan. My mom was always a big fundraiser, and this is her with the trophy that she won for being one of the largest. I don't know if she was the largest, but I know one of the largest fundraisers of all of the women that worked with the March of Dimes. And I'm very proud of her. She was just such an inspiration for me, and I'd just like to try and follow in her footsteps. She passed away a couple of years ago, and I want to carry on the banner from her.
From 1953, in the halls of Lewis College of Business and Dr. Violet T. Lewis, you've moved through the March of Dimes Fashion Extravaganza to the year 2003, and Violet E. Ponders as your chair. Thank you for being with us. So many of you have worked with us and supported us through purchasing tickets to the show for all 50 years. For this, we are grateful. And in my most humblest way, I say thank you.
As Violet said, thanks for the past 50 years, but I'm looking forward to the next 50 years as we continue to support the March of Dimes and its efforts to eliminate birth defects and promote healthy babies. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'm looking forward to working with you next year as your chairperson. God bless you, and I love you.